Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Great Day Houston. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, or is it? Are you still trying to deck the halls with balls of holly? La, la, la. You get it, right? Well, you want your house to look like you hired a decorator, but that can be expensive. Don't let the Grinch steal your Christmas. Instead, we're taking a few decorating tips from a pro. Joining us with how to impress your guest for less is designer Julee Ireland. Hello there, Julee.
Hi, how are you?
Good. All right. This time of year around the house, for a lot of us, we have great memories. You have great memories of growing up, and your mom was a Christmas decor freak, wasn't she?
She was. There was a wreath everywhere. I mean, we're talking everywhere. Every door, every chair, everywhere.
Yeah. So you have kind of that design gene in you to the point where you went to school and you majored in design for clothing and dressed some very famous people.
I have. Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, all right. Yeah. Clothing is so personal, but I think even more personal than clothing is our home space, because with clothes we're presenting to the outside world.
Absolutely.
Our home space is all ours, right?
Yes.
So you flipped over into the home space. Why?
You know what? I started out by painting wall murals, and then I went to work for big builders, and then the rest was history. I learned how to build houses from the ground up, and I just fell in love with everything that has to do with construction and design.
Yeah, you know form and function, but still you love to design, but one of your favorite things is demolition day?
Oh yeah, demo days, my favorite day. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, you wreck it, but then you build it back up again, and that's that creative process.
Yeah.
You founded the Home Renovation School. What does that do?
Home Renovation School teaches you how to build, design, and renovate your dream home. So I basically have taken over 20 years of experience, put that into a course where people can learn my exact process on how to design and build.
Yeah, and this is so cool because a lot of us don't have that vision, right? And so you keep up on the latest trends, but also what makes us function well in our home. So all those things you could talk somebody through, and that's one of the things that you're an expert at yourself. So holiday decorating, it's nostalgic, it's comforting, and it gives you permission to do more. And in Texas, as we say, you're not done until you're overdone. So
that's right.
Blinky lights,
go big or go home, folks.
That's right. Sparkly things a whole bit. And so for a lot of people, though, when we look at what designers do, is we get overwhelmed because we see the finished product. So you want people to scale it back for a minute and start at the very beginning.
Yes. I mean, really, you don't have to spend a lot of money to achieve a designer look. You can just look around your house. I mean, I love to even use old wine bottles as vases. And
I got plenty of those around the house.
I might have a few too.
Yeah. All right. Let's start with a great way to make an impact, and that is with artificial stems. Let's just face it, the live stuff is great, but it's not going to last you throughout the season.
It's not. And you know what I'm showing here is the pampas grass. This is like really big right now. It comes in a variety of colors. These are from World Market, which I love. So they're beautiful, they last year round, and that's the thing with artificial stems. This still can look holiday, right?
But it also looks like a real thing, like a real live plant. Okay, so you can take that out, or dried plant, you can take that out.
Yeah, so let me just show you too how fast that you can change the look. So these are olive branches. Olive branches are literally my go-to year-round branch. Look how that just changed the complete look. It's a year-round look. It's got, you know, the olives give it kind of that little festive look, but it works year-round. So you don't have to change it out. Just keep it.
Okay, so like for saving money, is this too cheap? Because like you're telling us how to do it for less. I'm like on the cheap. My neighbor has a magnolia tree, and I love to take those leaves and spray paint them gold. And it's like every year I start taking them, and he's like, something's wrong with my tree. I go, maybe a fungus. It's a fungus or something. But yeah, so I take those.
Maybe a couple went missing. I mean, they might be at Deborah's house.
Yeah. So, all right. And then also, when it comes to what we put our tree in, oftentimes we have that little like tree skirt type of thing.
Yeah. I think it's fun to like not be traditional. First of all, like think outside the box. You can use like an old pot and spray paint it and use that for your tree. You can buy a planter. You can even use like an old planter box that a tree or something that you bought came in and spray paint it. There's so many different things that you can do, but it's fun and it creates like a really fun focal point.
Yeah, it's a nice base
for
to
your
that
tree. I mean, it draws your eye to it immediately.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
And again,
it's
things
different.
that you can use all year round for other purposes in the house. I love what you did here in terms of like, I think we started branching out, no pun intended, when it comes to ornaments over the last several years of not doing just your traditional ball glass ornament. So these are like little signs in here that have their sayings on there, but you can also put sentimental items like your kids' old toys, right? Little stuffed animals and stuff like that.
So cute. That's a great idea.
Yeah, and then going back to my on the cheap, like really on the cheap, I had a broken necklace that fit my color scheme. So there it is right there, the sparkly part, right, the broken necklace.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I refuse to let it go, so I'm like, I'll throw it in the tree. Another thing I did one year when I had some bald spots in the tree and didn't want to go buy any more ornaments was when people send you Christmas cards, what do you do with those? I mean, they're like little things. I started shoving them in the tree.
Oh my goodness, that is an adorable idea.
The deal was, if your cards did not match my color scheme, it didn't make the tree. People will come to my house at the party and they start looking for their card. I go, I believe you were lavender and gold. That it didn't
You
make
were
the tree.
lavender. That was last year.
Yeah, and then lastly, gift boxes. If you have if you get pieces of jewelry and stuff, and you have gift boxes that fit your scheme. And so inside of mine, now here's a problem. They're Hermes orange boxes and Tiffany blue boxes. I don't know where those gifts are. I just have boxes, so I don't know how I acquired boxes without gifts, because you can't go to the store and get those. But just thinking out of the box, if you will, on how to decorate your tree.
Yeah,
All right.
I love that idea. Like even gosh, that you can go to thrift stores, get some old jewelry or something, brooches, things like that. Would look so fun to make into ornaments.
And then all the beautiful vintage glass ornaments, the real glass ornaments.
Vintage is in this year, so dust off your grandma's ornaments, okay, and bring them out of the closet or out of the attic, because it's totally in this year, and I love it. What I love about vintage is I love like the fun shapes, right, and colors.
They were really an art form at the time. I mean, they were literally hand-blown glass, and if you're afraid that they might break, I love what you did right here. Just kind of use them to display on the table, or put them in a glass bowl, or put them in a shadow
just
box.
Sprinkle them; they look great.
Yeah. All right. Accent pillows. What's great about that is you have your pillows you have all year round, but.
Yeah, well, I think one of the easiest things that you can do to update any space is to change out your accent pillows. So going into next year, definitely the trends are warm, comfy. There's a lot of green blues. What I love is that I layer my pillows. These, by the way, these solid color ones are from World Market. They're $10. They have about 12 different colors. Look, you can go right into the holiday. This gives you that festive look, but at the same time, it still works in January, February, March, April, May.
And this is, Christmas is no longer, I think we really kind of, burst out several years ago. Instead of doing the traditional green and red, which is still fun and popular, but whatever your color scheme is, you can go ahead and put all these things in there. Okay, faux wreaths and garland, you take like that little wreath right there.
Oh yeah, so one of my favorite things, well, first of all, I love eucalyptus. Okay, this is eucalyptus. This is just from Target, inexpensive. But what I love about eucalyptus is that it's one of those year-round wreaths. So you buy it once, you can go to like Michael's, any craft store, and just change it with each season. You can embellish it. And then what I love to do is I love to buy mini wreaths. This is actually, I took this off my chair, right? So I hang these on the back of my chairs. I'll hang them on my windows. I've got a different one up front here that's just doesn't have maybe the red or whatever. It's just the greenery, but it's such a fun, like, holiday festive thing, and it can go in to next year if you do.
And then that's part of your tablescape of doing the back of those chairs. And then also part of the tablescape, plaid is really hot right now, which is why you have this plaid here. I've used a plaid blanket before because I couldn't find the right tablecloth. So whatever you got going on around the house.
I'm like, who's a designer here?
No. I'm a crafter, you're the designer. I'm a crafter, you're a designer. But then you also have, like, at your place settings, there's beautiful plates today that have like the Christmas theme on them. But also including some stuff for your guests.
Yes, I love to, it's kind of something I do every year, and all my guests look forward to it. I love to find some fun embellishment, and it's a gift for them to take home. So I found these this year. I love, there's Wish, there's Joy, there's Mary. I've got some hanging on the tree. But what a fun gift for your guests. And it's just something so simple, and it's inexpensive. These were like $2.
And you finish off your dinner and finish off this segment with poppers.
Woo! Oh,
wait.
poppers that don't work.
Pop. Yes,
that don't pop.
There you go. We should have had a sound effect.
Oh, I got a ring.
Yeah, but anyway, there's little things inside of those. It's a kind of like an English tradition, but we can bring that here as well. And I got a little hat.
Usually
so
they,
a little hat on.
usually they have a crown. Oh, and they have a joke.
There you go.
What dinosaur had the best vocabulary?
What?
Well, there's no answer.
Oh, we got these at the discount store. All
These
right.
were-
we think it's
these were from
we think the
dollar
answer
store?
is I think everybody's supposed to guess at the table, Mabel. Thesaurus.
Yes. Oh,
Thesaurus.
you got it.
Oh, there you go.
Deborah.
Actually, thank you, Connie, our producer. And then she goes, I think it's thesaurus. Thank you, Connie. Julie, Frank, our director, came up with that. Thank you, Frank. Julie, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
So we
It
can
was
just
really
kind of
fun.
think out of the box and just use what you already have at home,
Yes.
and then just go ahead
Infuse
and
your
fill
own
in.
personality into it.
All
It's
right.
your home. You should love it.
And that's what makes a house a home. To learn more about Julie Ireland Designs and her home renovation school, log on to greatdayhouston.com. We'll connect you, and remember, call me on demo day so I can get some frustration out.